play off each other and really add some more stats back on top of them.
Yes, this is still very, very tight. Nana Sid getting slid down from slot 3 to slot 4. Both of those Blue Moon Becky Felinas, as you can see, just on a buff spree right now. They are just getting more and more powerful as the turns go by. We will see what Ness does. He's got that healing magic he could play. Still thinking about it. Decides to play it. He thinks he's pretty confident right now. He's got that Terra Sancta Nurse. Also can't play her yet because he's got 9 size on the field and she is size 2. She would be great to play possibly next turn to use as a buffer for those Blue Moon Becky Felinas so they can continue to live during the course of this game.
I see 2 bad Blue Moons rising. I don't know about you, but they're doing pretty well for him right now. And and now we have a Sister's Letter. It's going to take both. It's going to take stats from both cards, but it's not going to do too much damage. Just knock them down a little bit. But who knows? You know, coming up in the next round, those 2 cards. You know, the one in slot 2. It's got it looks like -1 defense, so it's going to be really susceptible to any card that he puts out there. It's got quite a bit of damage added onto it.
Yes, and even though these Blue Moon Becky Felinas aren't necessarily taking off too much damage from Nana Sid, she's going to get slid from slot 4 to slot 3, and she's gone just like that. So they were just there basically taking that damage, not even worrying about whether or not she was going to be able to survive the beating they were putting on her, because she was gone anyway. Now Ness is looking at that Terra Sancta Nurse. She could be used... Oh, he's got 2 of them. He could use either one of those 2 as a buffer to keep those Blue Moon Becky Felinas alive just a little bit longer, buy him a little bit of time. He is ahead by quite a few life points. He decides to play the Terra Sancta Nurse. Good play on his part, in my opinion, even though at any moment Delita could be hitting that balance. That one card that you see, that one blue card that Delita's got, that could be it, folks. That could be the balance that he so cherishes. And as we see the time tick down is... Oh, it's not! He decides to play Genius Student Anai.
He's banking on there being a lot of number 4s, 4-size cards in the grave. So, and even then, both Becky Felinas don't have a lot of stamina left. So, Nanai by herself could take them both down. She's, you know, there you go. As she just really takes out that Terra Sancta Nurse. Genius Student Nanai, definitely a good game, a good card to play later on. As by herself, she takes out the entire field. It looks like that Ness is, you know, backed up a little bit, has to regroup. Unfortunately, he's only got 1 follower showing up in his hand. He does have a shuffle, but whether or not he uses it now, that could be a pretty risky move.
Yes, and this game is just as close as the last one was. There hasn't even been a balance played, and things are just neck and neck at the moment. This could go either way, people. It really could. Once again, while the cards are being played, we want to thank everybody for watching this. We really enjoy having you guys be a part of this. Everyone telling their friends about it. All of the people who work here in the office are watching this, enjoying it. We really, really love this game. We're really happy to be hosting this for you guys. Terra Sancta Nurse sitting there, taking a little bit of damage back and forth. Genius Student Nanai still hanging on for Delita, taking a little bit of damage, but still hanging in there. We got Crescent Conundrum in slot 3. I'm sure Delita would love to play a Pass the Blood, and we might be seeing that very soon from him. Finally takes the health lead above Ness. Ness has got to answer this onslaught. We'll see what he decides to do. Ooh, moving that Crescent Conundrum down to slot 3, and he's got an Undertaker of his own. We'll see if he decides to play it. He's got two Mother Demon Rumors. He's probably got to play that Undertaker because one of his spells is going to get consumed, and he decides to do it. Use his last shuffle as well. He's got a Meadow Leisure. He's got a Sister's Letter. He's got a Nana Sid of his own. We'll see what he decides to do here.
Just for clarification, you know, going back to the balance situation, you know, we didn't actually explain why we thought he was going to use balance, because you have to remember the secondary feature of balance isn't necessary. Is the fact that it does remove cards from both players' fields. So if you play that card by itself and your opponent has 4 cards in the field, it's going to remove 3 of those cards. So it was very conceivable that Delita was going that route to try to hopefully knock out those 2 Becky, the Blue Moons, or maybe even the 1 Blue Moon and the Terra Sancta Nurse.
So there we see Nana Sid giving out a little bit of a debuff. Genius Student and I still hanging on. Undertaker, of course, buffing herself, going to be dealing out some damage as well. Oh no! And Genius Student Deny just wipes her out completely. How heartbreaking for Ness. He gives a little bit of retaliation with his own Nonacid, but right now he is down 11-15. What will he do? What will he play? How can he rectify the situation? We see he's got the Forced Confinement, got a little bit of Bondage, he's got a Flag Knight Fret that he can play. Unfortunately, he does not have enough followers. Oh no, he does have enough followers to be able to play something in slot 3 because he has his Nonacid there. Going to be giving out a little bit of buffing to Nonacid, and the Sister's Letter is going to be doing some good debuff work for him as well.
Just a warning, you know, if you're going to play that Bondage, you got to make sure you know what the safe word is. But as you see, Ness is sitting in. You know, he's sitting with the Bondage in there. He's also got the Traumatized Hilda as well. That Sister's Letter is going to come in pretty good and hit Genius Student Deny for a little bit of damage there for 3 across the board. Flag Knight Fred again buffing Insomniac Nonacid. It's really too close to call at this point. We've seen really crazy things happen. So who knows?
Yes, this is so close at the moment. I can't... the amount of pressure that both of these guys must feel right now is insane. I have, like, back pain watching this, just, like, phantom pain, because I feel like I'm in their situation. I can see how close this game is, and I know how much is on the line. Within the office, there's so many bragging rights on the line. You see Ness holding on to that balance as well. He may not even need this. I mean, we've seen these games between these two play out in the office, and you guys saw the first game of this 5. It gets so close at the end that playing a balance may actually hurt you. It might hurt you in the long run. This could go to anyone. Who knows where this game is going to end up?
11-10. I mean, sorry, 8-10 now. I mean, this is just. I mean, just watching this, it's just too much. I mean, I know you guys all out there, just watching along with us, just wondering what's going to happen. We're trying our best to keep up here and just keep everything, keep the information flowing. But sometimes it's hard to just not sit and watch and enjoy the events that are unfolding. I mean, look at those 4 spell cards sitting in Ness's hand right now. All 4 of them had the potential to do some really, really great things. I mean, think about it. He just moved Pinot Noir to slot 5. If he plays that Sister's Letter right now, that's going to be 4 across the board taken. And there you go. It sits right there. And he's still sitting on balance in case things just don't quite go the right way.
Yes, that's true. He is down right now, 6-9. If he ends up losing his follower in slot 2, that'll bring him to 1 HP, and he can play that balance and instantly bring the game back. We are on turn 11, and it really could go either way. We will see what Delita has to offer, and man, those 2 forced confinements, that 1 balance, and that 1 bondage. Oh, and he's playing his student leader Lena as well as Meadow Leisure. You see his Pinot in slot 4, and he's got that Crescent Conundrum sitting tightly in slot 3 like he loves to do. I think that Pinot Noir has got to get everything she can before she gets slid down to slot 5 because Swimwear Irie is eyeballing her, and boom, the follower takes her out. He doesn't even have to worry about that. Right now it is 6-4, 6-3, and just like that, oh my gosh, it is 1-3. Once again, these games between these two have come down to the wire, and this is where you need to stay cool, calm, and collected. Ness is sitting on a full hand of spell cards. A full hand of spell cards. Does he dare? Does he dare play Sense of Belonging? Oh, he does it. He's got to steal a card that Delita has and hope that that card can hold on long enough to not... Oh, and he just played 2 forced confinements. He just played 2 forced confinement. I don't understand. Oh, wow. Shrink is going to get weight. Oh, no. Ness gets the first play. So he's going to steal he's going to steal Student Leader Lena. There goes the Sister's Letter, having just about no effect. Forced confinement, is going to kill Ness. Forced confinement takes him out. He played both of them. He played both of them. I don't have an answer. Do you have an answer for why you played 2 forced confinements there?
There's not much I could actually really do, because even if he would have attacked me, I felt that he was going to kill me, so I just kind of threw all my cards out there. I see where he's going at, and hopefully I can pull it around this next turn. But I know the style of play he's going for, so I have a plan for this next one. Hopefully it'll work.
I hope it works too, because people on the stream are saying that you cracked, man. They're saying that you just exploded under the pressure, and they are just livid right now. They want answers. They don't understand how this could have happened. I'm right there with them. I don't understand. Man, yeah, they are made. Everybody in the stream is so made right now. Everybody, put your brooms in the air, because you guys are so made, and I am made too. I really don't understand. It's just crazy right now. Do you have anything to say about this?
Dumbfounded, flabbergasted. Not that it was like absolutely terrible, but it was one of those things where like, why? Okay, but hey, you're down 2-0. It's not the end of the world. It was kind of all right, I got nothing, so here's something. He couldn't use a shuffle. He was going to get attacked regardless. Any card that hit him, that any follower that attacked was going to go straight for his character. If you think about it, he was going to lose anyway. At least this way, it was interesting and gives us something to, I guess, wonder and kind of not talk about. I don't know. Yeah, although the one thing I did notice is, on that last hand, he had both bondage and confinement. I'm sensing an affinity for chains.
Yes, there's a lot of chain play going on here. We do not advocate any of it. Of course, as I've said before, I am 12 years old, and I do not know what is going on. Now it looks like Ness is contemplating what he's going to be playing for his first turn. Throws up that Flag Knight Fret. He's going to need to throw something in slot 2 so that Flag Knight Fret, can buff the follower that is in slot 3, and it looks like he decides to put Blue Moon Becky Fleena in slot 3 with those beautiful blue eyes. So gorgeous, but a vampire, so don't touch.
What's wrong with vampires? I think vampires are cool, and even when they have like wolf enemies.
Well, they like to bite people and sparkle and whisper in movies, and I don't like that, but girls do. So let's get back to the action here. It looks like we have got Pass the Blood being played on Crescent Conundrum. Delita's got a second Pass the Blood as well. That is going to be thrown on Crescent Conundrum. It's going to get +2, +0, +2 across. He's got 10 attack, holding on with 5 stam. Looks like Flag Knight Fret made a bad move by attacking her. With that 10 attack, she is going to take her out of here. Blue Moon Becky Fleena putting some hands on her in retaliation, getting revenge for that Flag Knight Fret. And right now we're sitting at 27-29. Or 29. It is still knotted up, people. This one is probably going to go down to the wire as well. Ness is on blast right now. This is sudden death. If he loses this game, it is GG. He will be swept out of the finals in the most embarrassing showing, next to Vol losing 30-0 that we have seen so far in the tournament. We don't want that to happen. We want this to last forever and get hype and tense and dramatic for Game 5, so we shall see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, really, there's not much you can say at this point. I mean, we've seen both decks numerous times. We've seen both players and their play styles. We've seen Delita lose Undertaker multiple times. Again, Delita loses Undertaker. I mean, at this point, you really just need to lock Undertaker in the basement because she's just going to keep running away on you. I mean, there's really not much else you can say. If you see the card in your hand, just don't play it. You know it's going to be gone. But again, I mean, just at this point, it's kind of all about just sitting back and watching events unfold. Hopefully we're not looking at a sweep here because I would have to say these last 2 matches have been pretty eventful, pretty exciting. Some back and forth stuff. Some really eyebrow raising moves, and some stuff that's just wow, that actually worked in his favor. Bully, well, good for you. We've got Delita again pulling in Sisters Letta and Genius Student Nanai. It's still really early to play Nanai at this point. You don't have enough cards in either grave to really make that big of a difference. But, he wants to throw it out there. It's probably a case of he just didn't have enough cards in his hand.
Yeah, I mean, we've been doubting Delita a lot. He's been playing a lot of these end-game cards early, and you know what? He's been getting the W. So, I mean, we've been doing a lot of criticism, but maybe what he's doing, he has a plan for. I mean, we couldn't say that his plan was surefire because each game has come down to 1 life to 2 life, 1 life to 3. But so far, things are working out for him. Ness is down, and each time, remember, Delita is getting this done with no Undertaker. His Undertaker is just saying, peace out, man. I don't want anything to do with you. He just is banned from using that.